Hello everyone, it's me May from Black Mountain Faith, and today I am very excited to show you the setup of my new faith planner. So if that seems interesting, just stay tuned. Okay friends, so about 2 weeks ago I released some horizontal inserts for the faith section in Black Mountain Plans, and I also released the dividers. So I didn't release this size. This is the size that I definitely wanted to use. I'm calling it the May Junior because it's a junior size, the half letter, so it's only 8 discs. Or you could get it, ring punched 3, so it would fit in like a mini mini binder. So I had shown on this channel, not this channel, but Black Mountain Plans a while back, probably about a year ago, where I had set up this planner and this Moterm cover, and I never did anything with it. So I felt like this was the perfect time to bring this back. I definitely wanted to use my paper that, can hold any kind of medium. That way I could do word study, verse mapping. I could actually do scripture writing. I wanted to do it in an actual disc planner. And the reason why is when I first started doing scripture writing, when I really didn't know anything about it, I bought a Faith Happy Planner, and it was just in the horizontal layout, and I loved it. And when they stopped selling it, I bought the 7x9 horizontal planner from Erin Condren and would do it in there. I started Faith Kits about 3 years ago, and it's just progressed and changed over time, but the main thing people want is just stickers. So I kind of went back to the basics, like the way I had started out the Faith Planner kits originally, and so I want to take you through this tonight and show you. So this is the cover here, and I just have my first monthly divider for July, and I did put in some of the clear tabs, and it says, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. So I only have the first 6 months in here. So August, it says we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. This would be September. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. I'm sorry, guys. Tater Tot distracted me. Then this one for Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Then for November, I thought it was very fitting to put down Jesus feeding the multitude. It says, Jesus then took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed to those who were seated as much as they wanted. He did the same with the fish. John 6:11. And then we have this one from Isaiah 7:14. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel. So those are the dividers for the first 6 months. They are on the website. They are coming to the Etsy Faith Shop this week. They are not up there yet, I do not believe. I'm pretty sure they're not. So on the back of each divider is just your 2-page monthly spread, and then of course your dashboard page. It's completely undated. You can start whenever you like. And then the only inserts I have for the Faith Planner are just what I was talking about. I left this one blank because I knew when I designed the sticker kit, I wanted a full page sticker with the scripture writing plan. So I left that purposely blank, and then at the end of the end of the month, you have a lined nose page. So the inserts are just these 2-page spreads, Monday through Sunday, areas for a full box, and then notes. That's all it is. I figured it was just nice and simple. And today I went ahead and added to the website just word study worksheets, and it does not even say word study. It just is the worksheet itself. So you have the word, Strong's number, Greek, Hebrew, Aramaic, number of times it occurs in Scripture, Old Testament references, New Testament, where you write out your biblical definition, the Bible verse, and then just notes. And it's double-sided. So it's in groups of 15 double-sided sheets for 30 days. And then I went ahead and put in also inserts for a 2-page spread of verse mapping. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to put a full-page sticker here of the scripture writing plan, because what I think I want to do is each week as I'm writing down my scriptures, I think I might want to verse map my scriptures as well. I haven't done verse mapping in a while, and I keep promising to do that on this channel. And I'm thinking that this would be a great way to do it. It stays on topic, and it gives me a chance to actually verse map, and right about now, I need that in my life. So these are also listed in the website, and it is enough for 30 days. So let's go ahead and look at what the kits look like, okay? Well, I think I'll put that to the side. So it is just a 2-page kit for the monthly. And it looks very much like the regular planner stickers, you know, except with a little twist. At the top of the sidebar here, for your monthly section, it says prayer list. And then I put July 2025. You can choose to have it where it's not got July 2025 on there. It's a small additional charge to make sure that I don't print it with that one there. And yeah, and then on the notes page for your dashboard, let's go ahead and look at that. So for your dashboard page here, I leave a washi strip to be able to put at the top, and it says stay salty, and then it says July, okay? If you choose to have it where it's not dated, you know, July and 2025 is not on there, it will also not have the July here, but it will have stay salty because that is this kit. So it's just some basic blues and browns for like the beach, and then here's this really pretty deco box, and then all the elements you need for your site, your dashboard. So that is the monthly kit for the scripture writing plan. And then these 6 pages, whoops, not this one, that's an extra one. I'll get to that in a minute. These 6 pages do the entire month for July. So it's not by the week, it's for the entire month. Now, it is listed where you can get it individual sheets, but the way I have done it, I need you to understand that it's Monday through Sunday in a note section, and then days 1 through 7. I didn't have enough room to put the date dots continuously on every page, so I only put them in groups of 7, and then on the last page, it was just, I think, 4. So you get these full boxes with a real pretty artwork, but it's got your verse addresses in it for you, so you can take it off whatever day you like. I have the colors coordinating, but you can mix it up. You're good to go. And I have some small amounts of deco here because I figured just between, you know, the full boxes here, writing out your verses, putting like the little day of the week here and your date dots, there's just enough deco to go, you know, and then also used in your word study or verse mapping if you like. So this is sheet A, and then this is the colorway for sheet B. And they are all different full boxes and all different deco. None of it repeats. So you have days 8 through 14 on this one. And then this is sheet C. Okay. And it's 15 through 21. And then it's sheet D with 22 through 28. I just thought these were really, really pretty graphics. And then here is the last sheet where you get 3 full boxes, but I don't know each month, you know, what the last 3 days of the month are going to be for the days of the week. So that's the way I did it. And then, of course, you have flowers on here. This is a bit different than my normal, but I wanted to go back to basics because I can't seem to find a system that works for me other than this. It has to be like I originally started it, and that's where I fell in love with doing it. All right, so the last sheet of this is the full page sticker, is sheet F. And it gives you all the verses in your verse address, okay? I didn't do a word study sheet with scripts because I'm going to be putting the word study for the Stay Salty scripture writing plan into Black Mountain Faith Facebook group tomorrow, okay? So I just wrote a little, you know, introduction here about what the scripture writing plan is for this month. It says it is important as Christians to understand the various meanings behind salt in the Bible. I don't know if y'all are like me, but I have heard forever, stay salty, you're the salt of the earth. But I'm like, as much as it's repeated, I would really like a deeper understanding of why salt is being referenced in the Bible. And it's not just being referenced in Matthew 5:13, which is our main verse here. It is referenced all the way through the Old Testament as well as the New Testament, and for different reasons. So I put the verses this month will have us learning the importance of the covenant of salt with King David. I never knew that one. Adding it to sacrifices. Didn't know that we were supposed to add salt to sacrifices in the Old Testament. Had no idea. And preserving the qualities of salt during difficult times in our life. So it's referencing the different qualities of salt and how it preserves things as to how we should preserve our emotions and the way we act as Christians in difficult times of our life. So I thought this was going to be a really good scripture writing plan for the month of July. So now that I have showed you guys all the goodies, I want to set up my monthly. And I want to show you guys how it looks on camera. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and set up my first week too. All right. So let's go ahead and get this one started. All right. So like I said, you can get it where it's undated. That is up to you. Let me zoom you guys in so you can actually see that it, will actually fit properly. No hidden trickery or anything. This is going to be perfectly sized. Trust me, I did it enough to where I got tired of cutting it. Alright, so there we go. And I just think it's really simple, and I like the way that it's just focusing on writing in the scriptures. It's not like we have to think hard. If you want to go deeper, you can. But when it comes to the actual scripture writing plan, like I said, I just like to write it out. I like to have a quick reference. But I do think that I would like to verse map it through this month in my verse mapping inserts. Because I keep saying I'm going to do those on camera, and I never do it. Because I can't figure out like what verses I should be doing and things like that. So I just think this is like a really nice way to get back into verse mapping, and I stay on topic. And of course, there will be videos for it. This past week has been very, very busy for me. I literally met just about every single one of my goals. I'm really proud of myself, but now I need to incorporate back into my videos in my daily schedule, as well as my weekly schedule. I had a habit of putting it off until I had everything done. And you guys, I've not been in the Word in about 2.5 weeks now, and I'm really missing it. So I'm making it a priority. It just, I mean, at this point, I will push a release back just to make sure I get to spend time in the Word. So as you can see, they're pretty generously sized. You're not going to have to struggle to get them down. I love it. I just think this is so cool. Now, as far as what I'm going to put into my monthly section, it may be that I write a note about, because I am a content creator, maybe I might put in the plans of things I need to do for this channel, put that into the monthly section only. I'm not really sure. But I do know that I want to utilize this section definitely in my everyday walk with the Lord, even if it means I'm just filming a video to get back onto our Bible reading plan that I am so far behind on. I gave myself so many rules about how I should do it to where it just became impossible, and it shouldn't feel, stressful. It should just be something enjoyable. So I'm going back to basics like I did with Genesis. I'm just going to start right into Exodus. Psalms will come to me. As I feel the Psalms, I'll film a Psalm video, because we got to go through 150 Psalms, but we don't have to go through it all in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day. We don't have to do Psalms only and not move on. I'm giving myself permission to go ahead and start on the book I wanted to, which is Exodus. Casey and I have a lot of gorgeous clip art that she's been making for me. We've been collabing together, and I kind of can't wait to show it off, guys. It's really pretty. And I didn't know. Leave a comment down below if you guys knew. Did you know that we're going to be talking about Moses all the way through the next 4 books of the Bible, not just Exodus? I didn't know that. Shame on me. I truly did not know that. But I found that out the other day, because I have already started prepping my Exodus videos and my stickers and, you know, my study guide for it. So I'm really excited to this week finally get back into this. Be able to do word studies, verse mapping, and then of course my daily Bible readings. I have really, really missed it, you guys. My life has been a bit of a roller coaster. Uh, David and I split up. I've had a minor, very minor heart attack. I'm okay. I'm under doctor's care, and everything's, you know, pretty good. But I just, you know, that's why, in case, you know, a lot of people were like, what's going on? Why are you so far behind? Well, that's why, people. That's why. And then it took me quite a while to get used to the medicine. And I can safely say that I'm used to the medicine now. Everything is all right. So yeah, I am ready to hit the ground running and get back into filming my videos. I wasn't going to share that with anyone. Mostly I've told people that they suspect. No, they know. I truly did. And yeah, so I mean, sometimes you have to have a wake-up call. And it's funny because I was telling the doctor how I stressed myself out with making all these plans and to-do lists. But I don't ask God if those are the plans that I should be doing. You know, it just really hit me hard about a week ago that I was like, oh my gosh, I never, ever put my to-do list before the Lord and be like, is this the direction you want me to go in? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? No, I just bullhead just, you know, pushed my way through everything, and I didn't even ask the Lord for his guidance, you know? So, yeah, it's just, that's the way my brain's been looking at it, and ever since I've been taking everything to the Lord in prayer, taking my medicine, some other medicine I was needing to take that I had decided not to take, you know, I'm focusing better, I'm thinking much clearer, and I'm having a blast. This past week, I got so many things done. It was amazing. It's true. When you just take it to the Lord and you give it to him and let go. Just, you gotta let it go. You cannot kind of hang on to it, you know, and be like, well, I got this. No. Just every day wake up, say a prayer, be like, okay, we're just going to do what we can today, and if I don't know what to do, we're just not going to do it at the moment, you know? Prime example is I put out these kits and inserts and dividers and everything today in the A5 size and in the May Junior size. I didn't do the everyday or the faith digital planner like I'd said. I didn't get to it. I had to learn to let it go. Tomorrow is another day. So that's just the way I'm going with it, friends. And I would just ask you, please, to keep me in your prayers, and I will keep you in mind. All right, so we almost got all the dates on. All right. Like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be putting in this section. I used to put the verse addresses that I focused on that day. And I don't see that as a bad idea. But I could definitely use this for planning out my content for this channel to finally get this like a regular, you know, where we have a regular schedule of what we're looking for each week, like some word studies, some verse mapping. Now, when it comes to the scripture writing, I will probably set up the monthly every month on camera. And I will most likely do a flip at the end of each week to show you, because like I said, I'm just going to do some light decorating and just write in the scriptures. But I will definitely use the scriptures in each month's plan for my word study and for my verse mapping, because it was too hard to try to think of verses and words to do my studies and verse mapping on, you know, out of thin air. So I feel like this is like a good roadmap and a blueprint for me to stick to. And so that way we can have a lot of material just out of the scripture writing kit by the end of the month. And I can't seem to grab that sticker, y'all. It is wanting to give me a fit. Now, I did put some of the regular planner icons on here, like payday, car trip, credit cards, labels for you to be writing in whatever you'd like to write in, the trash can, because a lot of the people that follow me on the Faith channel, they do not use planners normally. So I figured if they had, you know, purchased the inserts and the monthly kits, they may want to actually use it as a planner since they don't use a different type of planner. Does that make any sense? So they have a lot of the planner elements on this kit, as well as us. I mean, we could definitely use everything that's on here. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of full pages here. I mean, full boxes. I'm going to put this lighthouse right here. I like that idea. Okay. And then I think I'm going to put the seashells up near the top by the sidebar. Okay. And as you see, everything fit gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. And I don't feel like it's overwhelming on the graphics at all. We have plenty of room to write in whatever we like. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I already finished that page too. Okay, so I'm actually good. So let's go ahead and put this back in the planner. Yep. Let's go ahead and put this back in the planner. And let me go ahead and set up my weekly. Alright, so my monthly would go there. Like I said, I think I'm going to plan out my content off camera and put that in my monthly. But the next time I come on camera and do like a flip, I'll show you a flip of what I did with the monthly. So we're going to need this out. And just the first week. Because I didn't use it this past week because I just created it. So let's go ahead and get it down. And then that way I can work on filling in my scriptures before the end of the day and my first week is actually done. Okay, so I need a full page sticker. What am I staring at that for? Alright. This is a big sticker, my friends. I'm going to dry it. Okay. Like I said, I just pray. And you got enough room to put some little washi if you want to get all decorative about it. You know, done. I like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and decorate this little booger up. Yes. So. Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Now, since the 1st wasn't until Tuesday, I think I'm going to take up this and I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do. Because we didn't technically start the kit, you know, on Monday. We started on Tuesday. So, I'm going to show you how I'm going to take care of that. Alright. So, Friday. I am so happy I got this done. And I tested it earlier and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love it. The everyday size will be coming soon, the kit for it. I already have the inserts and dividers on the website, but I have to get them as where you can print, you know, yourself and do it. I have to get all that ready and put that onto the Etsy shop. But that's what this week's for, right? Didn't have to all be done today. And the truth is, nobody had bought the everyday size yet, so that was kind of cool. It's not like I had people who had the inserts and were waiting for it. The most important thing I had to do is make sure I had it into Cricut for those that as I sell it, you know, I have it ready to go. Come on. Little teeny dots. That's okay. So the A5 and the Junior is in the website. And for my printable people, they will be coming this week as well as the digital planner. Alright, and number 5. So I'm going to have to save this sheet because I got number 7 for next week. But that's a little too far over, I think. Come on, get up. There we go. Alright, so if I reference this, Matthew 5:13. Here we go. Is the verse I'm going to end up writing here. Okay. Then Leviticus 2:3. You don't have to do it this way, friends. You can mix it up if you like, but this is just the way I wanted to do it, the way my brain works. Let's see. Numbers 18 and 19. 18, 19. I don't know what I was about to say. I just think this is so cute. I can't wait to see what the whole page looks like. Whoops. Well, I'm not worried about the little black line. Excuse me. So it's Mark 9:49. Okay. Mark 9:49. Okay, now I do care about that. That was way off. They're sized kind of close to the lines, my friends, and I'll tell you why. It's because we didn't have a whole lot of room on the sticker sheet. Trust me. And full boxes. They just, not a whole lot of room. Alright, so Luke 14:34. That's a pretty sailboat. Okay. I did it again, y'all. I need to turn this light up here. It's got me where I can't, where I'm seeing like shadows. Alright, so what's the next one? Job 6:6. Alright. So I'll be saving this sheet to go on to next week. And it will be alright. Okay. So I'm going to get out my whiteout. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Puppies jumped up. I was like, what's going on? What y'all see? Okay. I have something on my paper there. Ugh. Alright. So, I will probably take this lighthouse right here. Maybe I'll even black this out because I'm thinking that's what I want to do. I'm going to black all this out. I don't normally use whiteout, and those who follow me know, even on the planner channel, I don't really use whiteout. But, why not? Let's make these stickers stand out really, really pretty. Okay. Alright, stay salty. And I'll probably just write in a note. Matter of fact, I know we got flowers on the back. Let's do it. Let's do it. There we go. We can go like that. Where are my scissors? Oh, goodness. Throwing a clip and everything, y'all. Sorry. What did I throw? Oh, poor Snoopy. Okay. So I'm just going to go just like that. I'm going to grab this little burr. Yes, I am. Do I want to do it right there, too? I might. Let's see. Lift this one up just a little bit. Alright. That way I got use out of all of it. And, I don't know if I want to put another flower there. I don't know. Well, I got a white one down here. I don't want to do that though. Okay, so what else do I have here? Dum dum da dum. So I'll probably take this guy. Put that there. And I'll take this little guy, little beach, because it kind of goes with that, you know. And this is where I will write in my notes once I write in my scriptures. So this is just a basic little area, you know. I think it's super cute. And I even think I might write in colored pen. I really might. I'm not sure yet. I have labels left from my monthly. I have plenty of deco to go the entire month. Okay, friends, I think I'm going to insert this at the end of the video. I wanted to show you that I did write out all my verses. I used these little sticky notes that I did as an unboxing on the channel before to like highlight the notes down here and the word salt every time it is mentioned in the, you know, verses that we did this week. I wrote in my notes at the beginning and at the end. And I want to show you that I did this for my personal self to know what days I would like to film a word study. Chapter summary. These are stickers that I had in my stash that I had made a long time ago, and I will be bringing them back into the Etsy shop and website. But I want to do verse mapping twice a week, a word study where it's like we do 1 or 2 words on camera, and then I show you like a flip for the rest of the 5 days that week. Chapter summary is like when I'm doing Exodus and Psalms Bible readings. So it's kind of crazy. The font's really big and everything, but it's okay. It filled in. It gives me a good idea and a blueprint of where I'm wanting to go. But I really like how the first week turned out. I think it's so cute. All right, I just wanted to show you. It's just super simple. I told you, I'm just writing in the verses. I'm not diving deep here. I think that's definitely where I want to be diving deep, is back here. You know, 2 of the verses this week, I'm kind of like, huh? So I know I'm going to be verse mapping them to get more meaning out of what it was trying to tell me. So I just wanted to share, and I hope you guys have a nice night. Bye.